Hey, welcome to my channel where I talk about dolls, and that's literally it. And in this video, I'm going to be unboxing all the new release Maplelea items you see before me, which is about 20 items. And what I'll be doing is I will show 2 outfits at a time. I'll show 1 outfit on an American Girl doll, 1 outfit on a Maplelea doll, and then I'll switch them. And I'm going to be trying them on the 8 dolls behind me, in case you're wondering what they're doing back there and why they're not Halloween, even though this is still technically spooky season. If you watch this video in conjunction with my last Maplelea new release video, which was a few weeks ago now, these 2 videos encompass everything that's been so far released of the new releases. And if you go on the website, everything that is coming out is now officially on there. It'll just show as sold out coming soon. But like I said, if you're curious about anything that's out so far, you can see it in this video or the last one I did. And you're probably looking at this thinking it all dropped at once. That's not the case. They've been coming out slowly, but I've been traveling. So as something has been coming out, being released, they only release a small batch of what comes new first. There's like a rush shipment, and then there's a regular shipment. So I wanted to make sure that I could have everything because I'm greedy, and because then I have these videos as an excuse because I'm sharing them, right? So that's why everything's just piled up while I was gone. And I'm going to have, I think, 3 more videos of how the rest of the releases, because if you look at when they're coming out on the website, it makes me think that I'll only have to do 2 or 3 more of these types of videos. Since I'll be showing things in pairs, I think I want to start with the simplest of the outfits, because they're not actually outfits, they're just sweaters and accessories. If I talk about any prices in this video, I'm really bad at remembering to share them, but I'll try my best. They're going to be the Canadian prices, which is what I see when I go on the site, and it's what has arrived in my Canadian catalog. But for the first time, Maplelea has made 2 catalogs. So anything that they're shipping to Canadian customers will be in the Canadian prices, and anything they ship out to their American customers, like I said, for the first time, will be in USD. And so I think what they're saying with that is that they're still working it out from what I understand. They are going to have, if you are shopping from an American URL, then it'll show up as what's going to be in the catalog. But I think right now, because up until now, it's been the USD will change daily because currency exchanges change daily. But now they're trying to come up with a more stable price for American customers, just because I guess they're probably the second biggest customer base after Canadian. I'm just guessing that. I'm assuming that that's why they're doing that. But I can't see the USD because I'm shopping from a Canadian URL. My packing slips are in Canadian, and the catalog I have is Canadian. I put all the prices down here beside me just to try to help me remember. And out of the first 4 items I'm showing, 3 of them were $22 Canadian, and then the shoes were $19. So that's kind of easy to remember for this batch. But like I said, I probably won't remember to keep sharing, but I'll try. I'll start with this item first because it's going to be dressed on the doll by itself. It's Brienne's Prairie Pony Sweater. And she's a core girl. I think everything else is any doll. So whenever you get, most of you will know by now, whenever you get an item, it comes with 3 journal pages, French, the English, and the blank page. Sometimes it's blank, sometimes it's lined. This one's blank. And if it's if it goes for a named character, it'll be their theme across the top here. So for hers, for Brienne's, it's flowers because she's the pink flowery girl. And it'll usually, the journal page, which you can add to the character's journal, will have something to do with the item that's in question, but I'm not going to read it all because I have so much to get through. Like I said, 20 pieces. This is probably already long to begin with. But anyway, the sweater is really beautiful. I was really excited to see it because, okay, truth is, I've seen most of this as it was in development, but having the final version in my hands is still exciting after all that. So show you the front first. So it's a complete cable knit sweater, zips down the front, and then it's got a pony head on the back. And I don't think I mentioned the horseshoe on the front, but I think you see it. And then a little design going around. So when I put this on, I'm going to put this on an American Girl in a second, and then Brienne. But I want to open this first batch, everything all at once, so that I can do the exchanging of outfits more easily. Now this next item, I have to confess, I opened this a while ago, but I knew I wasn't going to have time to sit down and do all the unboxing, and I really wanted to see these shoes on my doll, so I have seen them. So it's not really my first reaction. They're called the Fireberry Flyers, and they're a pair of red shoes, but they go with an outfit that I've had open for a while. But anyway, so it's not exactly a first reaction. But one thing I did notice with the new wave of the journal pages for the Any Doll collection is my previous pages, if you look at the theming up above, it's sort of like a rainbow going across, and now they're maple leaves. Previously, they just had rainbow, and now they've added maple leaves. And it's similar to what they've done with the new boxes. See here, it's just rainbow, like a rainbow swirly wavy rainbow. And now it's a wavy rainbow of maple leaves. That's upside down, but you get the point. So they've made that change. It's something worth noting. And I try to put them back in the box, make them look as new as possible, but they've been used by a Maple Leaf doll. And so one thing I noticed as soon as I pulled them out, at first I thought they were suede, and I don't know how to explain the material these are. It's almost like it's like a really fine, not corduroy because it's not the same material, but like lines. That's how it feels like to me. Like if I don't know if it's going to pick it up in the mic, but it's like you can scratch it, but it does look very flat. So if you get them, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if not, I just sound like a weirdo. But anyway, here they are. They're really bright, or deep red, and they're really nice. And like I said, I couldn't even wait to open them. I couldn't even wait to record to open them. So obviously the things I'm going to pair it with in this video are not what I'm going to pair it with on my dolls, but it's just an easier way, a cohesive way to show things all at once. And I think I forgot to show the page a little bit. Harvesting for, oh, fireberries are a real thing. I guess I should have known that. But anyway, French, English, blank page. Put you over here. And oops, I didn't even say what this is. So like I said, $19. Everything else in here will be $22. Red leaf warmers. So this is an accessory set. And leaf that represents a nation. French, English, still blank. No line to pages yet. And this I know is going to go with an outfit that hasn't come out yet. That's how I wanted in my collection. And one little thing I'm curious about, because they've got like a lot of their, throw that away, their any doll collection tends to be very Canadiana, like, you know, this like a Canadian souvenir at this point. Oh, the lining is really nice inside. It's very fleece inside. I'm just turning it inside out. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. So it's not that your doll's head needs to be warm, but it would keep your doll's head warm. And then what I was saying, it says Canada right around it. So I wondered to all the non-Canadians out there, what you think of all this Canadiana stuff. Is a little bit too much? Apparently there was a Reddit post about it being a little bit too much now. But I think some of it is also just branding, like Maple Leafs. Like if you think about Maple Leaf versus, not that we're reversing each other here, but like, you know, American Girl has their star as their sort of emblem, you know, stars and stripes. So that's about the American flag. And then our Canadian flag has the Maple Leaf. So I just think it has a little bit to do with that. But I don't know. I'm Canadian, so I don't know if this really, I don't know how this would seem to anyone else. I think all the Maple Leafs are cute. And so that's what I'm saying. It's socks, gloves, and then a hat. So you would pair this with something for this video. I'm pairing it with these shoes. And then this sweater over here, which I'm really excited to see. I don't even remember seeing this in stores. They were developing it. I saw this on their Dolls for the Display over the last several months that I've been talking about ad nauseum for the last several months. And that's like now I'm just finally getting to show what I've been talking about or hinting at or teasing about, whatever you may see, however you may see it. It's called the Great Grizzly Sweater. And every year they do a sweater, not every year, but this is my third sweater that's of this sort of style where it's an oversized knit sweater. And so maybe I'll run and grab the others if you want to see what they're like side by side. But look, it's that. So like last year it was Rocky Mountain, and then I have an old one with just like maple leaves, a little bit whiter. And then on the back, it's a grizzly bear itself. I mean, a gray grizzly bear because the sweater is gray. So I think these will look fine to dress up the dolls that I'm going to try them on for the sake of the video. So let me get those dolls right now. But you know what? Before I get to showing these pieces on dolls, let me do it right and compare this knit sweater to the older ones that I have. This is the oldest of the three here. The Maple Leaf Forever is what it's called. And as you can see, same style, right? Same cut, just a different pattern. And there's another difference I'm noticing too. And so this is the last one so these are both retired. This is the last one to retire, the Rocky Mountain sweater. Again, same color scheme. So if you put it on 3 dolls, it's going to look adorable up on display. But the one thing that they've upgraded in the new version, maybe I should keep them out to show. So they always had these same, like not real shell buttons. They were just that style of button. And this year they've gone for real shell buttons. So they're, Maple Leaf told me when I picked this up, by the way, that so you may see some slight differences between the different buttons because they're made of actual shells. And I can see that they're shiny. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but they have that sort of, you know, when gas is on the ground and it's like rainbowy, so it's got that effect. And so they're probably more delicate, but they're definitely nicer. So that's what I had to say about the sweater before now I can move on and start trying things on the dolls. First, I'm going to put Brienne's sweater on my American Girl doll. I'm going with a CYO first. He's wearing one of Brienne's outfits, so I thought that's why he might be a good candidate to use because it's already, this is something you could ideally put on Brienne or one of your other dolls if you decide to. And boys can wear pink. I mean, he's already wearing her, what's called her classic cowgirl outfit, which has flowers on it and stuff like that. So I think it's just to show the size. And I'm hoping, why am I leaving him on this doll stand, making everything so difficult for myself? And it's also nice that he has short hair, because then when I turn around and show you the back, the decal, or whatever you call it, then you can, oh, you know what I should do? I'm gonna use the trick that somebody told me about. Plastic bags. When you buy your Maplelea dolls, sometimes they come with these plastic bags, and because it's knit, this is gonna help me out. It's gonna help you out too. Not give you an anxiety attack watching me struggle. Let's see how well it works. You know, Disney's also got long sleeves, and their arms are thicker, so I was already giving myself a little bit of a challenge with this one. There we go. It does work. I have two down there. I just always forget that they're there. So let's see. Because of the limbs and stuff like that, it's going to fit a bit differently, but it is supposed to be a big fit. It's supposed to be like an oversized sweater. Same with the grizzly one down there, which is ultimately what I am going to put him in, just for the video. But so that's why I would try this one on him first. And usually when I put these sweaters on my American Girl dolls, because they have shorter arms, I'll just roll up the sleeve once. That's just the way I prefer it. Maybe you think it's cute just to pull it up and have it kind of bunch up down there. But I think it looks like, when I do it like that, I think it looks like they're wearing their parents' sweater or something. So I just think rolling it up makes, for me, look a lot cuter. So here's how it fits on American Girl. And it's a really, really nice sweater. I think a lot of people would like it. That's why I'm really glad that I can show anyone who's been curious. Nice decal on the back, right? And now I'm going to put the mix of clothes. Oh yeah, I forgot that her shoes in there, so I have to take off. Let me take off Brienne's hat and shoes because she's wearing too much to wear that outfit. Remember I started out and I said I was going with these pieces first because it would be the easiest? Why am I such a liar? It's like I chose the most complicated to start out with. So now that I've got her barefoot and nothing on her head, I can show you how the socks look on a Maplelea doll. And I think because they're decorative, you want to show them above the pants. You wouldn't normally wear them with sneakers, I'm certain, but I think it'll show off more of the socks, so that's okay. And of course, everything's going to go on her easily. You're probably more anxious to see how they go on an American Girl doll because of the differences. But why not? I keep sort of discriminating and not showing enough of the Maplelea process, as if like the stock photos might be enough. So with socks, I'm curious to see how these will fit an American Girl doll too. I haven't even put these on American Girl because I didn't want to undo them. I have these on a Maplelea doll, and I wanted to keep the sort of factory bow, but so lazy. They go on easily on her. I probably won't need to put the plastic baggies on her hand, not just because she's Maplelea and because her hands are like this instead of this, but because I'm going to put gold mittens on her first anyway. And then that would probably, so when I put this sweater over on him, I'm hoping that this will work in the same kind of benefit. And another thing, whenever I have Maplelea mittens or gloves, I have an easier time getting them on American Girl hands because their hands aren't so cupped. But this one went on pretty easily. Always makes me such a liar. So like I said, shell buttons. So I don't know if I do these up on my dolls buttons, and I'm sure they're fine. But now that I know they're little real shells, something to keep in mind. But also keep in mind that these are for kids, so I don't think anything bad is going to happen to them. But they're really nice. It's like I'm showing you this, even though it is so obvious that it's going to go on so super easily on her. And her hair's in braids, so you'll be able to see the back decals on. I keep saying decals, but they're not decals. The designs of the back on her as well. Yeah, it does look really nice on her. I mean, the Maplelea body. I think I've mostly had these displayed on American Girl dolls. You know what? I like it on her. She's not keeping it though, she's wearing that. And if you hate red and pink together, it's like a Valentine's color scheme, my apologies. It's just to give you an idea of how it fits. And then this, not a bucket hat, I forget what these are called. So there, I think that gives you a good indication of how easy it is to get on a Maplelea doll. Let me bring her up. Pink or red if you love it. Really cute. I mean, I've been looking at dolls wearing this accessory set for months now, so it's no surprise to me, but let me get the outfits off them so I can just show you quickly how easily they go on each other. First things first, I'm just going to pop her pony sweater on her quickly because I know it won't take long. See, no plastic bags needed for her. And I'm just going to zip it up over the doll stand. And sometimes people ask why I do that. I like the stand to be sort of invisible on my dolls, so I try to hide it under their shirts or jackets, whatever they're wearing. Sweater in this case, and I'm already letting you see that in the back, and I'm just going to zip it up because it's fall now. Fall is officially here, and I'm going from really good fall looks. Next will be very wintry. So here's Brienne in her actual sweater with the cowboy hat. Well, she's still, when they wear bulkier, oh, okay, yep. I was trying to put her hands together, but when they wear bulkier clothes, it's a tall order. Maybe she holds her pinkies. I just want to see if she can, because I do like them to stand like that. Nope, she's too bulky right now. Will it work? There we go. Just as I'm stubborn. So here she is in her pony sweater. Don't have to roll up sleeves, and it looks super cute on her. Let's see if she stands in that pose for the rest of this little section, because I've already taken off his boots and his sweater. No, her sweater. And let me start with the socks. And I believe this is her, like I said, classic cowgirl outfit. And I know on the website, in some of the new fashions or new pieces they were modeling, it might have been what I'm about to show you, or maybe it was this. It said that it was paired with the jeans from the classic cowgirl. So they're just plain black jeans, and I think that's why they're going to be a good fit for anything else. And like I said, I haven't put these on an American Girl yet, so let's see how it gets over their stubby little foot. Oh, okay, went on pretty easily, especially because he has socks on. But I'm noticing, because they have a toe and a heel, it's not sitting pretty. Not that you need to, because who's going to wear these shoes with these socks? But I'm just trying to be stubborn and see if I can get them. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Looks better now. And I want them to at least look a little nice for everyone watching. And then once they're on the shelf, it won't even be on him, so it'll be fine. I don't think you needed to see a rerun of him putting on his shoes, so that's it for that. And I'm going to try, okay, so one thing I also want to point out, he's wearing Velcroed sleeves, and the Velcro was kind of catching because they don't tighten as much as they do on a Maplelea doll, the Velcro. Okay, I lied, maybe he stretched it out a little bit. So it was getting caught on the sweater, I noticed, when I was trying to take it off. So that's just something to be mindful of if you care for all these pieces as I'm putting them on him. Why does he need to lean forward so much? Did I not put these on right? It's almost like his foot's not all the way down. No, it is. I don't know why he's standing that way. I guess he's so used to wearing his cowboy boots that he can't stand properly in regular shoes. And I'm going to try the same trick I did with her, where I just put the mittens on, and then hopefully that we'll see if that'll keep his hands, his fingers together for the sweater. It's like, I remember I just said that it's easier to put them on American Girl dolls, and look what it does to me. Makes me look like a big liar again. But of course, it is super cute once they're on, once you're done struggling. Oh, good, I didn't button it back up. All right, let's see if this works. And if it's causing me any grief, I will just throw on those plastic sleeves. Keep in mind, he's got on a lot of layers, and they're already thicker to begin with. Oh, it was fine. Let's see if I can get away with not rolling up his sleeves this time, because he's got the mittens. This is the wider hand, so it's more important that I show you this one. I always start with, I wish I started with the worst one and get it over with. Okay, it's fine. Just being dramatic as usual. You know what? Because he's wearing a shirt that really doesn't match, I'll button it up and see how he looks all buttoned up. Jericho was looking real snug in this sweater. And of course the hat's gonna look good because it's just a hat. I don't think their heads would be a different size because I've swapped wigs between them. Just want to make his hair look cute. I tuck it under. Right, and I don't think you would really tie up these braids, but it kind of makes him look like he has braids. And he's a redhead. Not that red, but he's still a redhead. So here you go, how the shoes look with the socks. So keep in mind, if you didn't have socks on, the shoes would fit even better, even though I'm saying that, but they fit just fine, no problem. And what's cute about the buttons is because they're real shells, they're kind of cold to the touch. So they feel like real buttons. And this one, I feel like more so than the other two I have, this one doesn't need to be folded up, rolled up the sleeve, but I just don't like how his hair is sticking out that way, as if that's part of the outfit. But he is wearing this for the rest of the video, so I do want him to look cute. There you go. So I think he went from fall to winter very fast in this outfit. And the next two outfits I have are even more wintry. This pair is essentially two Christmas outfits, and I've put them together as bundles to make them into complete outfits, because most of Maplelea's outfits don't come with shoes, although some of them do, and just so you have mix and match opportunities. I think I'll start with this one first because there are fewer pieces. There's also a piece in here that's called Downhill Duo, and it's very little because I bought 2 of them. Because I think both of these outfits look good with the Downhill Duo, which is a hat and scarf. And on their website, they had both, for the Downhill Duo, they showed it with both these outfits, and it sucked me in. It worked. Oh, this is really nice. Have I seen this in person? Another thing too is, even though I'm seeing them in person, did I even say what this is called? The Snowfolk set, which is $37. And what I was saying was, even though I had seen it in person, I never went up and touched this one. Listen, there was a lot. I had been seeing a lot for the last few months, a little overstimulated, you know what I mean, the brain. But anyway, I'm seeing it in person up close now, and it's really cute. It comes with a snowfolk ornament that the doll can hold, or I guess you put it on your tree too. It's actually really quite detailed. It's got a knit toque or hat, and a little fleece scarf, and little stick arms or branch arms. It's cute. But we're here for the clothes, right? And here's a fluffy sweater that has some sequins for arms, and is anything else 3D? The pom-pom on the hat. I knew there was something 3D about it. So I could see the sparkles getting picked up on camera, and it's Velcro on the back, and I'm hoping that you could see the fuzziness of it because it's really, really soft in person. And you know what? There are a couple other outfits that were like this from last year. I don't know if I'll go grab them, but I might. Who knows? And it comes with these super sparkly tights. I'm hoping that the camera's picking it up because in person it's really nice. It looks like a snowfall. Like, you know how the snow is really sparkly? I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to look like. Oh, and the pages, the journal pages. Just in case you're curious. Oh, it's French. Blank. From ski hill to road star. Nope. Roadside star. Anyway, so that's what the pages are with this. And like I said, they put it with the Downhill Duo on the website. I loved how it looked. I bought 2. But I don't think I need to show you the details of them both. So they're, let's call it their holiday color this year, seems to be more on the blue side, which is nice because it's a color that, even though it's, you know, you're associating it with Christmas, with their journal pages, even though you know that. Did I already pull them out and through them? I probably did. In my excitement to see the actual clothes. But even though, so you can still wear this even if it's not for Christmas. But as you can see, it goes really well with this outfit, which I won't be pairing with the shoes I have here, called Silver Shine Shoes. But for the sake of just making it more cohesive to tell the story as I'm unboxing, it'll go with it. But I already know I'm not going to like how these look on American Girl foot. It's just my personal taste. But there's just a shiny silver shoe, Mary Jane style, with a strap, not holographic. It's just shiny. Oh, and there's a rhinestone on there. I didn't know. I'm just noticing that now for the first time. It's not going to be my favorite match. I'm going to put it with another pair of boots, but I'm not opening it. The boots I'm opening are going with this outfit, like untouchably. I don't want to go through all the, what is this? Silver shine shoes. It looks like there's something. Okay, let me open it. I was going to be lazy and excited to get to the next thing because I always am. But take your time, right? You're the ones who have to watch all this. Lined page, finally, and it's the older style of where it's just a wavy rainbow, not the leaves, maple leaves. I want to see the front of this page. Silver shine, okay, so it's talking about coins. Oh, you know what? These are a return. Return meaning they were retired and then they brought it back. I've seen the, when you're in the storefront, they have boxes of every item that's ever existed, and I guess they keep swatches and stuff inside. So I have seen these shoes in their archives, I guess is what I should call it properly. And did I touch the pages? Okay, I did. I don't know if I showed them to you. I'm missing mountain lifts. I'm so sorry. I really threw those aside. I really said, let me see the goods. Save the words for later. Okay, so that's one outfit that, like I said, and you've already seen, will go on an American Girl and a Maplelea doll. I don't have to show you Downhill Duo again, but I will show you first. Oh, you know what? Let me talk about the prices. Downhill Duo was $19 Canadian, and then this set that I'm about to show you is called Tamarack Trails, and it was $30. And it's the rather sort of, in my opinion, no, this is a Christmas outfit. It's not my opinion. It's the other Christmas outfit. And their page is the golden conifer. So I guess talking about our evergreen trees. Oh, is it talking about larches, or is this another kind of yellow tree? Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that. But when we went out, we recently went on a trip, my partner and I, to the west coast of Canada. And he kept talking about larches, these yellow coniferous trees. And kind of sick of the word right now. So anyway, here is the knit dress, Tamarack Trails dress. It's got moose on it, and I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but there's a sparkly thread going through. I think it's the red of the holly, of what looks like holly. So there's a sparkly thread in there that I know you can't see because it's even subtle in person. And then it's got 2 layers of knit, right? Yeah. And this is an outfit that I've been seeing for a long time. Really excited to finally have it. It comes with this, again, blue shade of stockings, tights. You probably know better than I do. And it brings together all that blue. And that's why I had to get 2 of these. So I showed you here, and now you can see it just, they need to be together. Just like it needs to be with the Cloud Puff Walkers, which are $21 Canadian. And I've seen it as an outfit, a cohesive outfit for so long that I almost feel like I couldn't pair anything else with this outfit. Chill factor, Canada's winter weather. You don't want to know. If you don't know, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna keep you innocent. Let's just say they can be bad. Anyway, so here are the actual boots that are super cute. I can't wait to see it on both types of dolls, to be honest. I've seen them on, oh, maybe I should bring them closer to you. So it's really soft fur going around it. They're like an off-white, like an eggshell almost. Is it a faux suede? Yeah, it's somewhere between a faux suede and a matte leather, like faux leather. And it's stuffed with paper to keep its shape. And they're really cute. They've got the, most of you will be familiar with the sole by now. It's got the maple leaves and then the treads, because their shoes and their boots are always like shrunken down actual shoes that you might wear. I mean, I wouldn't wear them because I'm not into that style, but I think they're very cute if another person wanted to. I'll get rid of that too. Oh, and then the last thing, aside from the duo, which I won't open again, oops, got too excited, is the Silent Snow jacket. I'll look up the price in 1 second. I just want to get to the actual jacket because it's really nice. Oh, it's an off-white too, just like the boots. Again, it's different seeing it up close and personal when it's your own than seeing it like in development, I think. I'm just more excited because it's mine. Silence After Snowfall. So that's the name of the page that comes with this. I don't think this is yeah, it's not a rehash because it's got the maple leaves going through it. But I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, so it's really soft. I think it is the softest of all my furry jackets. And I have quite a few. There's no lining in the hood. I'm just noticing because usually when I'm feeling these kind of these furry jackets, I'm not feeling the back of the fun fur or faux fur. Anyway, so here's his inside. And the one good thing about it not being lined is it won't be overly, sometimes when I put my dolls in these puffy furry jackets, they just look really like they're ready to pop. So let me get the dolls that are going to swap these outfits. Before I dress anyone, the Silent Snow furry coat, I've already forgotten the name, but I haven't forgotten the price. It's $28. I just almost forgot to tell you. I bet you thought I was going to forget. I probably will at some point. But anyway, so now the doll I'm going to put in this outfit, I'm going to put an American Girl doll in this outfit first, because the other outfit is actually going to be her winter outfit later. So I want to try this one on her first so that she's in her actual outfit after, if that makes sense, even though it's too early. I don't need her to be wearing her winter outfit just yet. It's Peaches and Cream Barbie. I've named her Anya. She's got some jewelry still on because it's all part of her color scheme, especially because of her makeup. And so that's why I was really excited for her to try on both of these outfits, because even though I want her to wear this one, I want to see her in this one too. You know what? I have to put on her tights first, because the thing is, I want you to see how they fit, because the doll differences are kind of funny. Oh, and by the way, I have some other stockings to show later on, so maybe I don't need to do this, because there is going to be a part at the end where I don't have any more outfits. I just have other accessories to show the difference between the American Girl body and the Maplelea doll body. But I guess it's only fair to show you how these look, because oftentimes they come up to an American Girl doll's armpits because their bodies are just so different. Well, you know what? Okay, maybe I exaggerate. I'm dramatic because this doesn't even look that bad. Yeah, and it's a cute color. It's a very solid kind of, anyway, that's what I was exaggerating, how far up they come. I swear I thought they came up to like here. Very strange and unfortunate. I had a Velcro hidden down there where I had my plastic sleeves, but I can't find it right now, so I have to be very careful with this Velcro not to tear apart the stockings. What would I do with that Velcro? Doesn't matter. Just get the dress on her. Oh, it's like I should just go dead silent if I don't want to ruin the stockings. I always forget what the difference between stockings and tights are, so just don't be too annoyed that I always call it something different. Here's her wider spread hand, no problem there. I just like to be, to show you, just because I also don't want to get her hair ruined by the Velcro. The Velcro is really strong on this one. Here we go. I went silent because I'm really trying not to ruin anything, and I want you to see, if you can even see the process. Here we go. Okay. She's got her dress on now. I think my heart's set on the other outfit that while it's cute, I don't want it for her, but I like it. It looks good. She's really pretty. Oh no, I'm ruining her hair. I can fix it. Maybe there's a doll I won't wear a dress too many times. Oh, I guess I'll show you that before I move on, because I'm going to put the boots and the jacket on her a second, and then this will no longer be visible. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if I ruin it. I always have a hat on her for some reason. So the boots will be next. The little bows should be on the outside. How far down does this go? So it doesn't go down all the way. I thought it would. Let's see if that's a problem. Nope. Really nice. Next, I'll go with the scarf, because I think once the sweater is on, it won't be as easy to put on her. I'm so delicate with her hair because I like her hair. It's one of the reasons I wanted this doll. And for her eyeshadow, believe it or not. Which is a very strange opinion, I know. But now when you see her in this outfit, you're like, oh, I need to get her too. And that outfit. Let me put the hat on, because I don't know how much I'm going to have to be careful with the... Oh, so cute. Perfect for her. You know, I'm going to show her to you, even though she's not completely geeshed up yet. Nice though, huh? It's the eyeshadow. And I think her lips kind of bring out the mousse, but she's not wearing this. She's wearing this when I finally get her all set up. And then the last thing is going to be that jacket, sweater. Let's see how easily it goes on her. It's not knit, so I'm not going to bother with the sleeves, but I just have to be very delicate with her hair. So she may not be a good model to use in the future videos. Now I know. It's a little bit tight on that hand, and that's the smaller spread one, less spread. Here we go. You know, maybe this one isn't so bad. And I'm not trying to overcompensate by saying that I think it's not a problem that it's not lined, just because of the way it fits, especially on the American Girl body. And it's super soft, so I think people would like that. Just have to get her hair. Oh no. I'm gonna fix her hair off camera, don't worry. I can't live with her hair not being perfect. Why do I say these things? You know, let me just get a curl out there so that she looks like herself. And I found these, I was recently on a trip, and I bought a couple American Girl items from Facebook Marketplace, and I showed an outfit before. And she's wearing earrings from a set of earrings I got from the same seller, because that could easily fit in my backpack. And they're blue. So anyway, let me bring her up now, and you can kind of have a little peek at her earrings that I'm talking about, because this is such a perfect outfit for her. So I'm hoping that the next one will be just as perfect that I'm about to try on her, because for now I'm going to put this outfit on a Maplelea doll. She's not the doll I'm going to have wearing this outfit, because like I said, I'm going to swap them after. But because the doll that they have wearing this outfit on the website, she's a new doll, same mold, just a different version of it. And I think she looks perfect in that outfit. So I think that's part of the reason too why I want to have her wearing this first, and have her be the one who wears this outfit ultimately, because it can't go on. I was about to put them on backwards. So I think these are called, no, these are called leggings, right? So those could be called stockings or tights. And I just have a feeling these are gonna look really good. These ones here will look really good on American Girl, because American Girl dolls are thicker. And sometimes when you put tights on them, they actually fill them out a little bit better. And I'm not making fun of my Maplelea for being skinny. All bodies are beautiful. But sometimes I just like how the American Girl body fills out an outfit better. And who knows, maybe they leave a little bit of room so that these fit other dolls. I would imagine so, because they do always say on their site, and from the beginning, that they make their clothes to fit all dolls. And since their clothes are the best clothes, isn't that nice of them? All right, let's see how this Velcro is. Okay, feels about the same as that. And it's so fuzzy and soft. And to the person who I know who designed all the clothes this year, I love everything she did. Everything is, that's why I have so much, and why I have so much still coming. Oh, it's spread easily. I'm like, that's a really tight sleeve cuff. So I'm wondering how it'll go on her. Turning her head all the way around just so I can get the Velcro done up. So yeah, this is another, sometimes sweaters, because of the longer limbs, will be a little bit short on a Maplelea body, but this one's not. So I imagine it might be a little bit, you'll have to pull it up a little bit on the American Girl doll. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm always thinking as I'm dressing these dolls. Anyway, so these kind of shoes, much better on a Maplelea, but they won't go with this outfit. I don't know, maybe they're a little bit, oh, I know. They left them a little bit roomier so that you could put them over tights. Because I think they use these shoes over those tights on the video. On the website, on the stock photos. All right, last thing. Put on her duo, downhill duo that I love so much I had to get it twice. I'm so ridiculous. But listen, I need to have it for both looks because I like it that much. And I really like the color. And I really love this doll. All right, let me get her on her stand so I can bring, no, you know what? Let me bring her close and then I'll put her on the stand and then get the ornament in her hand. So you can totally see how different their feet are. You see how sparkly? Nice, right? And she can look cute in anything too. And one of the fun things about the Maplelea hand is they have that tighter grip, so they can hold the ornament really well. Whereas usually when I have an American Girl holding something, if it can't stick between their two first fingers, I'll usually use double-sided tape. So I may not have my Anya doll hold this ornament, you know, but let me get them ready to switch their outfits. That's not important. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit longer as I be very careful with her hair while I redress her, because I'm looking at it as I was undressing and I was like, ooh, I may have to get this doll in an outfit and never change her ever again. But this won't be it because it's not Christmas time yet. So anyway, I do want you to see, I'm hoping you can see, how these go on, keeping in mind the different thickness and length of the limbs. And boy, is it sparkly. Like, I like it, I'm not making fun, but it's a really nice fabric that they chose for this. Very wintry and princessy or something. I don't want anything to touch her hair. And I think the other good thing, because it comes with a long sweater, is you can hike these up higher than you would normally want to wear pants, especially on yourself. And I'm hoping that the sweater will be long enough that you won't see the bunching, because they do fit like really nice tights. I don't know if you can see that yet, but I just have to treat her hair as precious as it is and then fix it later. No, the truth is, if you're wondering, I always come at my dolls with some little spritz of water and I brush it out after, but I can't stop every 10 minutes to do that when I'm recording because I will have an anxiety attack, but I'm also having a little bit of a panic attack, wondering if her hair is going to be okay. It will, it's fine. You just have to deal with me being a weirdo for a bit. Oh. I'm never putting you in a video again, Anya. So I'm just carefully going down the line of the Velcro, and it is very long, so it should be fine. And then I guess while I've got her hair protected, I can wrap the scarf around her. Ooh, scary. And then once her hat's on, I think I'll feel a little bit better. The sleeves look a little bit long. No, I like it. And I actually have a furry vest. I don't know if it's Maplelea. It doesn't have any tags, so it's probably not. But it matches a furry purse that I bought from someone. They sold it together, so I'm like, it looks like they match enough. So I think I'm gonna put that vest and purse with this, and a pair of boots, because I know I'm not gonna like these shoes on American Girl dolls. But that's just my opinion, and so I do still like to show it, just because I think you may feel differently. Actually, no, you know, sometimes ooh, these are really, oh, they don't look that bad. They definitely look, oh, you know why it doesn't look that bad? Because look how far back on her foot it is. I don't know if you can tell. So I guess if I push it up, yeah, this is one of the times, so maybe she had tights on and not leggings, then it may look better. So I don't think they can wear these with bare feet. And let me show you why up close. Is that everything? Oh, I didn't get her hat on. I have to have her hat to complete the look. And I did fix her hair off camera, believe it or not. But right now it's not as perfect as I would like. It's just, the hat's perfect for her. She may have to wear this toque all the time. Anyway, so now let me show you. So if you push it all the way up, I don't know if you're able to see it on camera, You can see, right? You can see her toes. You can see the line of her toes. And maybe some shoes are like that on humans too. I wouldn't know. I don't wear shoes like this. So it's like you either push her so far back, she's definitely wearing her mom's shoes, or you push it forward. So that's why if she had tights on or something, then you could wear it this way, or maybe it would fill it out either way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're fine. As far as the style of shoes, I like it. Not with this outfit, but I like it on her. I just have to get her curls back because I like to show them off. I can't look at her unless her curls are down. I'm very particular about my dolls, I guess. And I think the only way, aside from double-sided tape, which I don't want to give her, to have her hold this ornament, she would probably have to have her arm up, or like, I don't know, maybe twist it around her hand or something. It's another thing I don't really want. Oh, you know what? She doesn't have to wear it as a purse, a wristlet. Anyway, you get the point. She can hold it if you really work on it hard enough, but it's not that important. But I do want to look complete in the background while I dress my Rosie doll in this outfit, which, as I said, is going to go on. I forget the new KMF numbers. I barely know any KMF numbers. I know she's 12 because she was my grail for the longest time. But the one that's coming, this outfit is for her. And all you have to do is look at the website to see which doll I'm talking about, because she's the one wearing it in the stock photos. What do I need to do? Yeah, I guess I could show you the difference of these on a Maplelea doll. So I feel like this is a waste of time because I have other stockings to show you later. See, they fit quite different, but it doesn't matter because she's going to have a dress on and boots on anyway, so let me just get this dress on without ruining anything. Yeah, there's something about this that I think I like the way it fits on a Maplelea body better. It did look good on Anya, but I just like how it looks. Maybe because the sleeves are the right length. Sometimes Maplelea tops can have pretty short sleeves for their long, lanky arms. I'm not making fun because they're my dolls. And this is my grail, so she's nothing but perfect. And I know, yeah, see, I knew that they would slide on like nothing because of the way their hands are cupped. So I've not been showing you as much as I would with an American Girl just because, whoops, so easy. Everything goes on so easily with the Maplelea doll. And she's so cute. No, I would never show this zipped up. I would never display it zipped up because it would cover the dress underneath. Yeah, how do I show her? There we go. But again, the girl who's going to be wearing it eventually will have long curls to show off. But the thing about KMF 12, Rosie, my doll here, is it's the only time they've done this longer, straight, textured hair. And so she's very special. I don't know if they'll ever do it all like her again. So I'm really glad that I have her. And yeah, see, basically looks the same, goes on just as easily as an American Girl, duh. But it's still good to show. I've come to learn because people are like, why do you only show it on American Girl? When I have all these models, here we go. Let me fix her hair a little bit because I want her to look good. Oh, no, that's how she wears her hair. There, now you get to see both outfits worn by both styles of dolls and decide who you like it on better. Maybe you like it on both. But since I only have one of each outfit aside from the duo downhill duo, you're just going to have to try to do it from memory too because I can't show at the same time. Nice. And the next outfit is just an individual outfit, I believe. So it's going to be shared between two dolls. This next outfit is really interesting for a couple reasons. One, it's very gender neutral. You could put on a boy or a girl doll, which is what I'm going to do after. A boy and a girl, I mean. And it's also interesting because it's an any doll outfit, which means it is more Canadiana. But when you look at it, you may not really understand the depths of just how Canadian it is. And it's called, after all that, the Trading Post outfit. I think it was $44, 44 Canadian. So if you get your American catalog or log into the website, American URL, you will see the difference. I don't know how much it's going to go into the details that I probably will. Oh, okay, it is. So it's talking about the fur trade, which is what these, I haven't even shown you the outfit yet, but I believe it's called Hudson's Bay Point Stripe Blanket or something like that. And so if you look at the stripes of this cardigan, they're done in a very particular pattern that is very familiar to Canadians. I don't believe it's an American, it may be both, it may be a North American thing because the fur trade was Canada was really built on the fur trade, so a lot of our history has to do with that. And we had this sort of, what are these? I'll continue in a second. What are these like? Are they denim? Are they khaki? They don't feel very stretchy. They're very nice. They're a khaki brown, but they're just like pants. And then they have pockets on the back with an embroidered in sort of subtly gold maple leaves. And then functional pockets in the front, but no dolls are getting their arms down in there. And belt loops. And then there's a green shirt with another maple leaf that you have to, you know, hold it in the light to see it because it's just a subtle embroidery. And again, it's kind of like the star for American Girl. It's just, there's a lot, I feel like there's a lot more any doll Maple Leaf collection than there is like truly me American Girl collection. So I think we see a lot more of the leaves than we do of the stars. am I overcompensating again? So what I was saying about the, you know what, maybe I should, it's all I have to show you of this, so I should get the dolls who are going to wear it. So what I was saying about the fur trade, and I've talked about this before, is that Canada was built on the beaver fur trade. That's why it's our national animal. And one of the things that Canadians used to trade our First Nations people for their beaver pelts were these blankets that look like this. The Hudson's Bay, because a lot of the trading was done around Hudson's Bay. The Hudson's Bay, I think it's called point stripe blanket or point blanket or something like that. Oh, this is a really cute fit on American Girl doll. Just so you know, this is a Kaya TLC condition that I made out to a boy. Where was I going from there? Oh yeah, take these off. So it was usually the blankets that looked like this, and then they would get beaver pelts for it. So there's just so much Canadian history with that. And then we also used to have this department store called Hudson's Bay. It got shortened to the Bay at one point, and then it was, you know, after they sold it to an American, this is the funny thing about Canada. When we have something that's successful, we sell it to Americans. So our Tim Hortons, Hudson's Bay, these were eventually bought out by an American company. And ironically, it was after the Bay was bought by an American that they turned it back into the name into Hudson's Bay Company. But that doesn't, the reason I bring up Hudson's Bay as a company, the department store, is because they used to sell these blankets in modern day with those stripes. And so a lot of people will look at it and think, oh, that's the Bay logo, almost like, you know, other stores have their own style, but it's not. There's a Canadian history behind the stripes and the particular way they're striped. And so Hudson's Bay kind of took credit for it. And I mean, they were named after the trading industry, Hudson's Bay, the department store, but the stripes they don't belong to the store. That's closed down, by the way. It went under really recently within the last couple of years. So they're pretty long on him, which is, you know, cute if you like it, but I just want to point this out because he's just going to wear it with a pair of, these are Nanea's meat sandals. That's what we call them, right? Sandals? And I think it might look cute with this outfit. And so that's why, even though people will say, oh, those are the Bay stripes, they're not really the Bay stripes. They're the Hudson's Bay fur trade stripes, technically. So yeah, a lot of First Nations people would walk around with these woolly blankets. And I feel like every Canadian home has had a blanket like this at some point in their lives. And whoop, he's not going to stand. He always stands in these. Oh, and then what I was saying about everybody having some version of this blanket in their home. Mine has Mickey Mouse on it. So he says, you can see I have the same kind of Hudson's Bay, but I just have Mickey Mouse because I'm a Disney fan. So it was given to me as a gift, and it's a really soft woolly blanket. So really everybody has these blankets in Canada. And tell me below if you're not in Canada and you're familiar with these stripes, if you have anything, because whenever I see, sometimes I will see that style of blanket show up in a TV show or a movie, and I'm like, oh, that must have been filmed in Canada because they've got those Canadian stripes. And so I'm saying all that to let you know that this is a very Canadian thing, even though, yeah, subtle maple leaves, but the stripe itself is actually very iconically Canadian. And I just don't know if it's subtle or it's been really well known and I've been saying all this for nothing. You're like, yes, Blaine, we know, shut up. But I had to talk about something while I was putting it on my little Pedro doll here. Oh, it looks so cute on him. And I usually have him, he's got more of a summer vibe and he's wearing sandals, but I think it looks fine with this as well. Oh, and I was going to take off his necklace, but it turns out it's sewn on. It's not just on there with a proper buckle. And as I already said, it's gender neutral. So I'm going to start out with a boy because there just aren't a lot of 18-inch boy doll clothes. Did I say that right? And so I'm always excited to show something on a boy. So that's why it's starting out here. And it's got such a cute little fit, like he's going back to school or something. Very fall, even with his sandals. So here, take it all in because I'm about to put on a Maplelea doll. And even though it looks, because they've got the thicker bodies, and he's an old Kaya, so he's probably got an even thicker body than most American girls, it still fits very baggy, which is nice, very cute. And one day I have to get his hair perfect. It's just, I've been trying for a really long time. Every time I cut it, I'm like, oh, it looked even last time. Why isn't it even now? I swear the hair grows or something when he's like up on display. And as I said, the outfits didn't come, this particular outfit didn't come with shoes, so I'm just letting the dolls who are trying them on wear whatever they were wearing. And she happens to be wearing a pair of boots that are Maplelea, but I got them in a sort of lot, so I don't know what they're called, where they're from, because the Maplelea wiki is not that full. It's not as filled out as other wikis are, so it's all I can do. And just to show you them to you later is what I meant. Sorry, I was just noticing that even on her, I have to pull up the pants really high. Oh, I don't know why. Why are they? There we go. I just had them pulled up too high. Not that I had to. And did I mention how soft this shirt is? Sometimes a lot of Maplelea's shirts, their basic cotton shirts are so soft, and I don't know what they use, how they get them, like what kind of cotton they use, but they get it. I'm sure it's just the scale, because it's shrunken down for an 18-inch doll. That makes it so soft, but can I find shirts like this, please? I wonder if their pajamas are like this, because what I mean is they have pajamas that you can dress like your doll, and they're not just for kids. They have little family, like adult-sized pajamas, and I always joke that I would never. I don't know, are they this soft? Because maybe I would. Anyway, there wasn't much to show you because it's a Maplelea, made for a Maplelea doll, but it's a perfect fit for her, of course. If anyone's curious what doll this is, it's KMF24. She was the last doll on my Maplelea and Me wish list of older dolls, retired dolls. And then she came out during the secret sale. Now, I think these boots are big enough that I'm still going to have to tuck the pants in. And I'm really glad that she came out because there's an outfit that's on their website, but it's not released yet, that I have been looking at for months in their store and been like, oh, if only I could find KMF24, she'd be the perfect doll for that. And look what happened. I have her just in time for that outfit to come out in a couple weeks. So you'll probably see her again. Anyway, so here is the Trading Post outfit on KMF24. And I almost dropped her. KMF24, as you can see, their legs are longer and skinnier, so the pants look completely different. Everything just fits really different. I feel like this looked baggier. I feel like the sweater looked baggier on Pedro. Maybe because their bodies are shorter, so it just looked baggier that way. Funny. So anyway, this is the only time I have to show you one outfit split between two dolls. But you know what? I only have two outfits left, and then those accessories I talked about. So let me get to that last pair of outfits. Now for this last pair of outfits, before I get to the accessories, the extras, I should let you know that one of my all-time favorite Maplelea outfits is in this set. So I've saved the best for last on purpose. And I've talked about this outfit because, as I've mentioned 20 times already in this video, I've been seeing things in progress, and it's this one. From the moment I saw it, I was like, okay, that's definitely one of my all-time favorite outfits. And then when they were starting to show the stuff through leaks and through posting on their website and everything, somebody actually reached out to say, is this one of your favorite outfits? It is, isn't it? So it's what I mean is it's an obvious favorite of mine. It's obviously to my taste. So I'm going to open that one last. I'm going to start instead with one of Charles's outfits, which is called Bloomin' Overalls. And it is $36 Canadian. And then it can be paired with the Golden Hour boots, which are $19. Golden Hour boots. I don't know if you heard all that because I was looking away at the prices. And the Golden Hour boots are a sort of re-release to another outfit Charles had a couple years ago, that's been discontinued. So these boots are probably familiar. They came with an outfit before. Now they're being paired with this on the website, but I think these, I'm not even showing you the outfit. Why am I doing all this? I think these shoes are going to be paired with it better, but I'm going to show you with this and maybe I'll change it up. We'll see. Why am I saying all that? Just get into it. I've been at it for a long time. I think that's what's happening here. It's been a long day so far of this. Anyway, so it comes with this top that you may notice a little something. It's got a very terribly low neckline. So I brought out a bandana from Charles's. How does this go on? Did you just have to put it over her head? Oh no! It's really cute, but I had to pause and make sure it doesn't open anywhere. I don't think it opens anywhere. So maybe, I think actually it looks like it stretches. So you probably put it on like a pair of pants or something like a bathing suit. Anyway, it's a sort of goldenrod, kind of yellow, very Charlesy. And then it comes with a pair of overalls. And I'm saying that with wide eyes because I'm always talking about how I love overalls for dolls. And I've said to Maplelea in the past, like when they said like, oh, is there anything you'd like to see? I said overalls, and the girl who designs the clothes was like, Oh yeah, I think we got something for you then. And so what I'm saying is they already had overalls planned, and that's all. It's a fun thing to know that this isn't the only overall set that came out this year, but I think it's the only one I have so far. Yes. And then it's got embroidered flowers here and in the pockets, and that's why I think it would actually look really good with the bumblebee shoes. And they think so too, because it does show both options on the website. But I think most people would probably want to pair it with the golden hour boots I've got over here. And then because it's Charlesy, it has her theme going across the top. Up there, she's from an island, and I showed you the French side. It's blank, not a lined page that comes with it, but anyway, so here's the English side. The stack of boxes beside me. I'm about to add a couple more to it. So I could put these over here and then go on to the golden hour boots, which I already said were $19. Don't know, I remember that. Oh yeah, most of the shoes need to be $19. And again, Canadian prices, so it's gonna be the same thing. Charlesy's colorful pages. This one's lined, this time the blank one, it's not blank blank. Golden Okanagan? Oh, it's a place. Okanagan Valley. Obviously, a First Nations word, an Indigenous word. And here are the boots. Oh, they're suede. That's not what I thought. I thought they were sort of a nylon, but they're a faux suede, and you can tell that they get on by stretching. And I think that's a forest green. Maybe it's the lighting in here. My eyes get funny after a while, but it looks like it's tan and forest green, right? Like maybe a khaki green. I think I always thought it was like black or something. So they do look really nice with that set. Don't need to show you them both, but I almost didn't show you both because I almost went flying across my apartment. I think I got excited because now I can finally show, and you know what? It doesn't even have the sticker on the bottom, but it is called Queen Street Style, and it's one of Alexi's outfits. It's $50, but it's complete, so it comes with the outfit, which is 3 pieces, shoes, hair clips, and what does it say for the pieces? Toronto's trendiest street. So when it's saying Queen Street, I think they specifically mean Queen Street West. And I say this because I live in Toronto, so I feel like I have all this inside info right now. And yeah, growing up, when I grew up in the east end of Toronto. It's called Scarborough, but it's now part of Toronto, not when I grew up there. And I remember my friends and I loved when we can go downtown and walk along Queen Street West. It was where all the cool kids were. We were like 13, we didn't know any better. But anyway, it comes with this Argyle sweater that's knit, very colorful, and it's got, because Alexi's favorite color is orange, so they do tend to work that into her wardrobe a lot, and her secondary color seems to be purple because she has a lot of that too. And I do happen to love orange with purple. I mean, I love orange with anything. Oh, that's what the inside looks like. I guess that's just how it looks when you knit it that way, because it is a knit shirt and it's got purple buttons, functional purple buttons. And then it's got this shirt that goes under the cardigan, purple, like I said, seems to be her secondary color. And it's ribbed, I think is how you call that, where it's got like lines going down, but it's just the type of material, it's textured. And then it's got this, oh, I didn't know this was suede all this time, or is it like a really, yeah, it's also faux suede. So the skirt, it doesn't have a lining, but it has an under, like a second, I haven't even shown you the skirt, but it has this other layer inside. So I guess it's kind of like it's lined, but they probably didn't want to hem the bottom of the skirt. So looks like they've cut it with a hot knife maybe. Anyway, and it's got plastic gold buttons. There you go. And then these cute little shoes. And they usually don't, I find they don't usually put that much Canadiana on the named girls, but I'm seeing that her shoe has a purple maple leaf on it. And it has these cute beads that match the hair, the baubles, the hair clips that come with her. I don't know if I'm going to use the baubles today because, oh, the toe is shiny white vinyl. I don't know if you can tell from there. It probably just looks white, but is the camera picking up? It's shiny. So it's like not a faux leather, like a vinyl. I think I already said that. I'm just excited to see it. And then the shoe is like denim, kind of like a Converse. Oh, I don't know if I have a lot of soles like that, but it's white, so I feel like it's not picking up. But it's got the maple leaves and then the maple leaf in the middle of it. And then it comes with these 3 hair pieces that, as I said, match the decorations on her shoes. Because I know there's a doll this is ultimately gonna go on. She's not out yet, so I'm gonna show you on another doll, but I'm not going to mess with these just yet because I want to keep them in pristine condition. But obviously I'll show, when I get that doll and open her, I'll have a lot to say about her, so I'll be showing you her in this outfit for sure. The first outfit I'm gonna put on is Charlesy's blooming overalls. Put it on my Deepika doll, who was limited edition Jasmine. She's got a necklace on, but that's not why I chose her for this outfit. I actually chose her because I want to see her in Alexi's outfit after. Because I kind of see Deepika as part of Alexi's world. She dresses that way, and as you can see, I'm putting on the top, the shirt, like a pair of shorts or a skirt or something. And it does seem like that is how you do it. I was in panic mode wondering how I was going to get this on because she has so much hair, and she's another doll who I love because of her wig. But I mean, if her wig has lasted this long with me, she's fine. Her wig is fine. Oh yeah, okay. It goes on very easily. Oh, it looks very nice. I was really worried because of the shape being so low. Like I said, she's got a necklace on, but I do have another solution for someone who would wear this more permanently and not just trying it on for a video, which I'll get to in a second. I just want to get this sitting on her correctly before I show you. There's no point in letting you see all the guts of changing dolls. It looks fine. And you're not even seeing most of it either, because it's got this really, you know, let me show it to you, because it's part of the detail that's gonna, it's not a peplum, but it goes out at the bottom. You're not gonna see that once the, it looks really good on her skin tone. You're not gonna see that once the overalls go on, is what I'm trying to say. You know what, I get so distracted when I look at the dolls in my monitor. And I try to forget that I can see them, because then I just want to stare over at my monitor, which is really obnoxious. So anyway, let's see how these go on. Straight-legged. Not that that matters. But because I feel like these were a little bit short on a Maplelea doll by design, because a lot of times Maplelea dolls will have pants that are a bit more of a capri style or a bit more of a high waters, floods kind of style, and then you put them on American Girl and they fit perfectly. And I feel like this might be one of those instances. Oh, that's just her hair. It's like, what did she sweep up with her? Yeah, it's a shame that the top has these details. Oh, it also Velcros here, and here I am well, not struggling, but here I am putting on when it's so tight. Again, gotta be careful with the wigs. I did not expect to like this on Jasmine. I'll call her Jasmine because that's how most people would know her. It's the top. I think I really like how the shirt looks on her. I like that the pants come down full size or full length. But I don't know if I love overalls on her, period. But I really like that the shirt on her. I don't like to mix and match though. I hope that was, you could see what I was doing, because they're just shoes that stretch over. It's an elastic, the green part. And let's see if these are wide enough that her pant can come all the way down. Because in this case, on her, I don't, like an American Girl body, I don't know that the B shoes would be that great, just because, well, maybe they would. I'll try it after. I'm always getting ahead of myself. So on American Girl, just my opinion, I don't love how the boots look with the, you will probably feel differently. I have a feeling people would like this, but I don't like how the boots look with the overalls. I think running shoes would be better for me. So I'm going to try that now, actually, before I was going to move on to the next doll and the next outfit, maybe because I'm eager. And you know what? I think the necklace really solves the neckline problem for this particular doll. But what I want to say, and I'll probably do it on the Maplelea doll, Charlesy has this outfit called Veggie Vogue, and it comes with it's like a headscarf, like I think you wear it as a hair tie, but I think I would wear it as a neckerchief with this outfit because it goes with the color scheme, and it's got veggies instead of flowers, but it's Charlesy. She's wacky, so I think that's how I would solve that problem with if I put it on a Maplelea doll, or a doll that doesn't have a necklace. But I think actually her having a necklace really does make a difference, and it makes me, I feel like it's enough, because I hate seeing the neckline. I hate it on Maplelea too, for the record. It's not just I don't just pick on American Girls when it comes to that. And so these shoes are still available. They're part of Chelsea's collection, and they go on very easily. When you buy them, they come with 2 sets of laces, a pink set and a blue set, but I have them both blue. You can also double them up. You can make them mix and match, but so much better. Okay, I definitely like this a lot better with these shoes. Maybe I could have put the pants on a little bit better. No, yeah, I guess I do like it tucked in. I'm finicking when I should just be showing you. Much cuter, right? I know it's a different yellow from her top, but it's the same yellow. It looks the same yellow as the flowers from the embroidered flowers, and then it's got embroidered flowers on there. Yeah, so I definitely like this a lot better. And shoes, I think I just like sneakers in general. Very cute. Yeah, I like this. I like it on her a lot more than I thought I would, just to fix the necklace. And then when I get to, you want to see her again? When I get to this on Maplelea, I'll try the neckerchief. Why am I tilting my head and the doll? Don't ask. But I'll try the neckerchief when I put it on a Maplelea doll. But first, I'm going to put this to aside. This Alexi's outfit, Queen, I was about to call it Queen West fashion, but Queen Style Street, or whatever they called it. That one. I'm going to put it on my KMF 68 Winter. I feel like I haven't shown her in a while. I probably have, because I always feel like I miss certain dolls, you know what I mean? So we'll see how this fits on her, and then swap. I really like how the skirt feels. I don't know if the shirt should be tucked into the skirt or not. It would probably look better. You know, she's gonna have the cardigan over it, but I just feel like maybe this should be tucked in. My only beef with tucking in shirts is I think it can cause wrinkles. And as I'm looking at this skirt, I wish it did have some kind of finish along the hem, maybe. Or no, maybe I just have to trim off some of the excess. Just thinking out loud. You know, does I like to say anything possibly negative because a lot of people don't have access to seeing these things in person and they're kind of relying on any negative critique I have, I think. So I'm always trying to be very picky. Not necessarily for me because I'm not as picky, but for anybody who, you know, might be watching because they really want to know every little grimy detail that they don't have access to. And I guess you're supposed to tie up these shoes. I probably won't because I tie up my own shoes. I was like, do I even tie my own shoes? I do. Oh, they go on so easily. It's going to be a different story with her. I already know that. So I'll just show you again. And you could tie it. I'm not going to tie it. And I'm not going to use her hair clips. I hope you don't mind. Just because what's that really going to show you? It's this you want to see. Oh, I wish the camera would pick up how shiny her shoes are. Cute outfit though, huh? And it's going to look incredible on an American Girl doll body. But like I said, I did buy this for a particular Maplelea doll. And so when I have it, it's going to look like this because it's going to be on this type of body. So now let me swap them and see which one you like better. I think it might depend on which doll you collect, which one you'll like the outfit better on, right? And you know what it really is? When you're used to a certain doll, like if you collect American Girl, for example, their bodies are very specific. The Maplelea bodies are very specific. So if you're used to one, you just kind of prefer it over the other. And why does this look so different on her? This skirt looks so much shorter. It's weird, right? Because she has the shorter limbs. But you know what it is? Sometimes because of the width of the body, I always forget that the width of their body can really change how everything looks. So, oh, you know, I should put her plastic sleeve on her other hand because this is a knit shirt. Oh, I guess I needed that after all. Did that work? What came out with it? Oh, it's some fluff. Yarn fluff. Interesting. I've been looking at this so long on a Maplelea body, I didn't really stop to think, I guess the sleeves are a little long. I'm trying not to like it too much on her because I want to put it on another doll. So I'm like looking for reasons not to love it on the American Girl doll body. But I guess if I fold this up just a little bit, yeah, it makes a big difference. It looks a lot better. No. Anyway, let me see how the shoes get on her. Maybe that'll make me not love it on her as much. But regardless, what I was saying before, you know, if you have more experience or preference with a certain type of doll, you'll just like how the outfits look. Because they are, of course, incredible outfits. Biased? Yes. But biased because I like it. I had to shut up just for a second to figure out the shoe situation. No, it does look good. I say that with like disdain. You know what? They can share the clothes. It's okay. It's just like, for a second I was like, do I need a second of this outfit? No, there are a couple outfits though. No, there's one outfit in particular, but there are other accessories that I know I'm going to need doubles of. So that's why it's like, no, just have one of this. But there are other Alexi outfits I ended up having multiples of. And you have to imagine it tied up because I don't feel like going through all that trouble right now. But it looks really cute on her. He says with disappointment, right? I really like how the skirt looks on her. Something about it, I think because it became a little bit shorter, you know, spreading with the size of her body. And even without I don't think I showed you the shirt without the sweater over. Let me do that because I like how it looked. And, you know, you could do a little mix and match thing so you don't have to have all the pieces on at all times. Like, I think this even looks really cute as an outfit, just by itself. Just falling all over the place in my excitement. This looks really good on her, huh? You know what? I'm going to display her like this for the video, I mean, not forever. She can't have this because it's already a doll's outfit on the way. Nice. But the one thing that's not nice about my Dipika doll, my limited edition Jasmine, is she has a lot of the Sonali mold dolls I'm finding lately have one eye that's up higher than the other. So she's got white under one eyeball, like iris, and none under the other, like the other one touches all the way down. So it's really disappointing because I'm going to have to fix her. I'm going to have to take her head off in order to do that, which is the real disappointment here. That like a limited edition doll, spent so much on her, like so much, and I went through so much trouble. My very first video, don't go back and watch it. Why am I talking about it? But it was my unboxing of her, and I explained how much trouble I went through to get that doll, only to have her have a bad eye. So mad. And I've tried double-sided tape to hold one eye down. It just doesn't do the trick right. So I'm really going to have to heat up her head the way I would with an eye swap. But I did buy cables because I don't want her having strings, just because, I don't know. I feel like at least if she has cables, she'll still feel like herself. Yeah, I don't like, on either type of doll, I don't like the neckline showing. So now Let me do the proper way of putting these on. Undoing the Velcro, I mean. I'll do the same thing here. I'll try on the golden hour boots and then the bee boots. That's not what they're called, but they have bees on them. Oh, you know what? These, I guess they aren't short. I don't know why I remember them being short on the doll. That they, you know, they looked a little bit more like floods. Okay, I gotta tell you, I didn't want to say it out loud why I'm not digging the boots with these overalls. I'm about to ruin it for some of you, but listen, I'm gonna wear them with these, so it doesn't even matter. I like the boots, I just don't like them with this. Because do you know what I see when I look down? Let me just show you the bottoms. I see Michael Myers. I see his coveralls over his work boots. Sorry if I ruined that for you, but that's why my doll is going to wear it with those for sure. So if you don't have these shoes, get them to go with this overall set if you want. Otherwise, your doll's Michael Myers. So now you need both. And let's see how this looks with the scarf. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do it like, remember how you know, you put a bandana around your dog? I don't know if that's really the ticket here. But I got to do something because it's just my own personal grievance with any of these 18-inch dolls. No, that's not doing it. That would look better. I have to figure out a way to... I do have to figure this out because I can't have a doll just wearing this open and all willy-nilly, you know? Honestly, if you have the same issue I do, you'll need to give your doll a choker or a necklace, something like that to cover the neck because it's... I can't figure it out. I mean, I will one day if I sit with it long enough because I do think this is going to be Charles's. I'm not going to have another doll wearing it because she does need... I don't have a lot for Charles's collection. I don't know. I mean, sorry, I love the shoes, but I'm not sure what I would do about the neck. Yes, you can judge me for making it look so silly. You know, let me take it off because it's not hitting the way I want it to hit, so you can just see how it actually looks. Shoes are cute. Some kind of necklace, choker, whatever, make you feel better if you feel the same way I do. Maybe you don't care, and that's why I decided to take this off because it wasn't working anyway. All right, so these are the last of the outfits, and then what I have left to show is some socks, some shoes, and some other things like that. I got the new dog. Ooh, I don't like how that looks inside. So I want to get this behind her. Why do I do this on camera? So I do have a few more things to show, but hopefully it'll be kind of quick because this feels like it's getting really long. There we go. Cute, right? All right, down to the wire. Let me start out by opening Sable, the new dog, who is right here. And I'll just show him with the girls after, I guess, because it's my first Maplelea. Oh, he's so squishy and he's so soft. He's got, I should be showing him to you. Does he have a journal page? Do the animals have journal pages? He doesn't. So I don't know if this is exactly the color of Sable, like sable brown. Okay, so let me give you some of the details. He's a sitter, I would say, because he doesn't have the same, oh no, I guess he kind of stands too. Let me put him down after, but I just want to show you up close. Is his nose hard? His nose is hard, his eyes are hard, and his mouth is embroidered. And he's bean stuffed. So he's got stuffing and he's got beans in here. So I guess it's to give him the weight, maybe to make him sit. Oop, you can't even see him, so he can sit. Does he stand? He stands, but he's obviously not going to be as stable as their bigger animals that have the skeletons that you can move him around. But he's a lot more stable than he either looks to me because I can feel how soft and squishy and like huggable he is. It's really nice. He does not feel, because I only have one old, oh, and there are beans in his feet as well, so maybe that's why he's able to stand. Okay, I'm getting it now. I'm understanding the mechanics. He's totally fine. He does whatever you want him to do, I guess. Yeah, okay, he's good. Not that I was expecting him not to be good, but just that I didn't know what to expect from, you know, it's their first time releasing a dog in a while. And then the reason I have just these American Girl and Maplelea legs sticking out is because what I have left to show is just what I have in here. A pair of shoes, the Under the Sea Runners. Then I've got sock tails, which is 6 pairs of socks, and it's 7 pairs of socks actually, because it's one for each of the core girls, the main girls from who actually have the names and everything. So each pair of socks is themed to each of the girls. And then I got the Style Basics because I'm gonna open them first. First of all, there's a pair of underwear, which she doesn't have. This is a Maplelea doll. They don't come with underwear. And so I want to get her at least wearing a pair of underwear. And also I wanted this basic set because the tights looked really cute and these socks, this is what I really wanted. Oh, it comes with 2 pairs of underwear. Okay, I guess I didn't even realize that. So 2 pairs of underwear, a pair of socks, a pair of, you know what, let me get this all out of the way because I'm not able to show it. I'm not able to reach. So it's newer, so it's got the newer pages. Not so basic Canadian tidbits. I'll have to read those on my leisure because I'm not going to put you through all of this after all this. All right, before I forget, Sable is $22. The tail of socks are $25. These basics here are $35, all Canadian prices. And the shoes, which are Jenna's, are $21. And another thing that happened within buying all this stuff over the weeks that I've been doing it, some of the prices are increasing. So some of the prices I say, maybe the prices I paid, which were cheaper, or they may be the current price, which is more than I paid. Does that make any sense? Because I have a feeling I didn't pay 21 for these. I think I paid 19 for these, but they're going to be 21 going forward. That means I told you all those prices for nothing. But anyway, let me get a pair of underwear on my Maplelea doll over here, because they don't come with any. And these feel very different from past underwear. They're not quite as cottony, like, you know, oh, maybe they do feel like American. No, I don't know how they feel, but they feel different. I don't know if you're going to pick it up. These are just plain pink ones, so I'm going to give her. The white ones have a bow. And I'm rushing to get them on her because poor girl is all necky over here. And so what I was saying is I really wanted, these feel, they feel a little skimpier than past underwear. Anyway, they fit them perfectly. That's not a problem. I really loved this textured style of stockings. I don't know if you're able to pick it up on camera again, but I had seen them in person, so I knew I really wanted them. And I do like having more stockings. That's what they're called, right? Not leggings. And then I loved these socks. So cute. They have a little ruffle on the end of them. And so it's always fun to put a pair of socks like this with like a pair of Mary Janes, like maybe those silver shoes. These might look really cute with it, for example. And do you know what? I have 2 pairs of underwear, so I might as well show you them on American Girl. We've made it this far, so let's just see how they look. But they do feel very different, almost more like they're stretchier, more like a stretchy polyester rather than stretchy cotton. And they're very cute. Yeah, see, there you go. So American Girls come with underwear, so I don't think it's necessary, and I don't wanna mix up underwear. I like my dolls to have whatever they came with. And so this is what I was saying before when I was putting stockings on, that I probably didn't need to go into so many detail. And they're all gonna fit the same, so I don't need to show you each pair on both girls, but I can just show you the pink pair on my Mary Lou over here, and then I'll show the white pair on Emily. And I hope that's enough. I'm sure, you know, it's all about your taste if you want to see the textured ones. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to show you how these go on, even though, like I said, I'll probably have to cut back a little bit on the redressing earlier in the video. I think I showed too much because I was planning to do this. But like I said, they'll fit higher up. So I don't know if I showed you before, so maybe I'll keep both in because these now come up to her armpits. Remember what I was saying? I was expecting the last pair to come up this. See? It's like she's wearing a leotard. It's like just a little bit short, a little bit higher, and it's a coveralls, basically. And so I don't think these will fit her the same way, unless these are just super high-waisted. Listen, it's going to be under an outfit, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, like, these dolls have very different bodies, so it's probably just either important or at least amusing to know that they fit so differently. Let's see how it fits on Emily. Maybe these are just high on her too. Why not? Yeah, I guess they're, you know what it is? They're kind of material where you can keep pulling and pulling and pulling if you really want to. So yeah, I'll keep in both. Try the earlier one in the video, just so you can see the difference. And do I really need to show you? No, I don't need to show you socks. You know, let me put it on the American Girl doll. It's quick. Are you still there? Oh, I did not expect that it was going to take this much time. So anyway, very cute. I guess it was worth showing you just because the foot is different, but it's a very good fit for an American Girl if you like a very fancy sock, because this is a very fancy sock. And what's not a fancy sock, at least they shouldn't be, are the sock tails inside this box here. And I won't show you every pair on the dolls. I'll show you every pair, but not having them try them. And so, okay, so here, I think they did a little bit of a quiz to figure out which sock goes with which doll. And I guess if you know the characters, it's pretty obvious. When they showed them to me in the store before they were even ready, I was able to guess all 7 of them. So I think most of you would. So I'll give you a second before I show you each one to guess it yourself. So the first pair I'm pulling out is just black and white music notes. And there is a particular Maplelea girl who is known for singing and playing guitar. And she also speaks French as a first language, if that's not enough of a clue. So these are Leonis. I hope I made that clear enough. And let's see how these fit on an American Girl, just to show you. But I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm just gonna show you, a couple on the different dolls. And these are paired really well with their clear rubber boots because you can see the whole sock. But I'm not gonna bother with that. I just wanted to show you. Of course, they're gonna fit well. They're socks. But the feet are still different, so why not give you the chance? The next pair I'm going to pull out is also pretty obvious. You know what? I should have put this on. I'm going to have to show these because they're going to go well with the shoes. And that's a major clue as to who these are, because as you see boats and a lighthouse, and there's one girl who's known for living in the Atlantic provinces, and her name is Jenna. So these are Jenna's, and let me take off Emily's stockings so that I can just show the difference of how these socks may look between American Girl and Maplelea. It's just fun at this point, right? Actually, this one has, because it has the ankle, the heel, the kind of sock I'm talking about, maybe they would look different between the two of them. So if I come across another pair, I think the rest of them are like this, I will give it a shot. Show you an American Girl doll, see how it fits that way. But regardless, once they're on, I don't think it matters. You know what, Sable? I'll just pop you back here. You still see them, right? And I just think they're also obvious. Ooh, let's go to this one. Now, this one is exciting to me because I just got back from seeing all the Rocky Mountains, and I went to this particular state and to this particular doll's actual hometown. She lives in Banff, and her name is Taryn. And this doesn't have any of the heels, so I don't need to show it on any of the dolls. I'm just showing you the socks. They're really detailed, really cute. And then I'll move on to the next pair, which, okay, I see Sunshine. And the bright colors, there's someone who really loves bright colors, and she lives on an island, and I've talked about her very recently. And even though I went to her province, I didn't go to her actual island. Her name is Chelsea. I'm sure most of you figured that out. And oh, this one is super obvious too. There's one doll, and I've shown her already. She loves pink. Almost everything she wears is pink. She's girly and frilly, and she's behind me wearing pink. Her name is Brienne. But you know what? This one has the heels, so let me try this on the American Girl doll just to see how the difference is. There's still two pairs left. And they're a little less, they're almost like process of elimination. You can't see her foot. But yep, fits just fine. The thing may be what I experienced when I was dressing my CYO doll, is that when you're putting shoes on, it may just push the heel up. So you just have to be a little bit careful for that if you care about that. And so I don't know if they'd be if you put the clear boots over it, it may take a little bit of finagling to get them back in the right spot. But anyway, let's get back to the last two pairs of socks. So this one is just, one of the dolls, her favorite color is indigo. And then I think this kind of represents the snow where she lives because she's up in one of the territories. These are Silas, and these also have a heel, but I've already shown. And not just process of elimination, but I would have saved the best for last. And that's my girl, who lives in Toronto. Her favorite color is orange. Except this is more of a mustard orange, but the flowers here, they're definitely orange. So these are Alexi's. I don't know if that was fun or annoying, but that's the 7 pairs of socks for the 7 girls. And because they tend not to come with underwear and things like that, they sell these separately so that you can just buy them for your doll. And while we're here, I will open the last pair of shoes, Under the Sea Runners, which is Jenna. And I think these are really ideal to go with a certain outfit, Dory Days, I think it's called. But actually, I think that's on the block for retirement. So I guess you can wear them with anything. But they're cute. And so here's the journal page. English, what is it, blank? It's blank, blank. And because she's the athletic girl, she has sort of what look like soccer balls, right? Yeah, they look kind of like balls, like some kind of sports balls going across the top. And then another pair of, 3 of these in one video, like a pair of Converse style shoes, where so these are nylon with more embroidery. So all the sea creatures you see. Oh, so maybe this will go really well with her turtle expedition outfit if you don't want to put her in those, the water shoes is what they look like to me. So yeah, really detailed shoe. And it's unfortunate she's where they can't, but I'm just gonna put one shoe on each and then I'll compare them that way. I'll start with this shoe on the American Girl foot with a sock on. So keep that in mind if there's a little bit of a struggle. It won't be this way if they're barefoot, but I really wanted to show, because if you wanted to put these on with socks, and especially if you want to put them on with those socks, just to show you what the whole experience would be like. Or I could chicken out and just show you on a barefoot. But no, it goes on fine. You just have to loosen the laces a little, really cute. And then this will go, if I put it on the right foot, will go on probably a lot more easily and probably look really cute with the particular socks she's wearing. Yeah, I didn't even need to pull them open the way I did with the American Girl. And now let's just compare them. Oh boy. See it side by side. So there you go. You know, different preferences. I can't even see them. I can't see what I'm doing anymore. So I hope that's close enough. They're fine on both dolls, and they look cute with either sock option, I think. And one thing about tying them up, on the Maple Leaf foot, it ties up a lot more easily because their foot's narrower, whereas on the American Girl doll, it's a little bit wider. So I struggled a little bit, but I was still able to tie it all up. And wow, I feel like I'm a little exhausted. Like I just did like a new release unboxing marathon or something. And one little point I need to make about that is I actually had set aside time to do a few videos today, and I went over the time I allotted with this one video. So please, if you really do enjoy seeing the experience of on both doll bodies, you must comment that below, because this was a lot. And I don't know if I would do this again unless people really are taking something valuable from it, like seeing the comparison. Because I always thought that seeing the Maple Leaf stock photos was enough for knowing how they would look on a Maple Leaf doll, but then people commented that they would like to see both. So if you feel like seeing it on American Girl is enough, and you made it this far, comment that. And if you like seeing both, comment that too, because it's like market research. Like I'm saying, do I really need to do all this? Because this is going to be a lot to cut back. I don't even know if I'm able to get it to like a manageable viewing experience, but you're going to see it. You know, if you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it. Otherwise, you'll just take your time, X in and out. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say, aside from the fact that there are more new releases coming. I have everything that's out so far, and I think I'm going to be able to do something in October for the new dolls and whatever clothes are out by then, new outfits. And then I think it's mid-November that the second batch of the boy dolls that are coming. So the girl dolls are coming end of October. The boy dolls are coming in the middle of November. But one of the girl dolls is going to get a special unboxing all for herself, because I have so much to say. A lot of you are not going to believe what I have to say about that doll. It's tea. You know what I mean? It's like inside scoop, and I can't wait. So hopefully some of you will come back after seeing all this, because I know it was a lot. I can feel it was a lot. So I think I should cut it here and give myself some time to edit it all back. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me in this probably extremely long video, and hopefully I'll see you soon in the next one.